welcome, at long last, back to the Hyperthetical podcast. It is episode 10, or something like that.
Wait,
Yeah,
hang on. Shit. Wait.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Hey.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back, everyone.
Episode 10.
Yeah, bit of a long while since the last upload.
Yep.
Primarily for production issues, and then otherwise for life issues. It was the GIF. I'll be honest, turns out animating a GIF takes quite a long time.
Yeah.
And when it's only one person doing it, if they're busy, we're fucked. So
Yeah.
I tried to do it, and turns out learning to animate is fucking difficult.
Yeah, as some of you guys in the Discord knew this, we'd spoken about it there. This was a big sort of hurdle for a lot of the episodes.
Big crutch.
Stephen Hawkins.
Yeah,
Obstacle.
obstacle hindrance. Yeah, it's just a massive bottleneck on production. Like, we can record, like, in theory, an episode a week, but if we have to animate a GIF, that can take up to 4 weeks, you know?
If we
Yeah.
had a Joe Rogan studio, it'd be easy.
Yeah.
We'd be getting paid for
Jamie,
it, and
pull
it'd
up
be
a
a
GIF.
full-time job. Yeah.
I tried to make a GIF for a future episode, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I am a very busy man at the moment,
Yeah.
And I
we're
think we all
busy.
are.
especially because now uni's back on,
Yeah.
and we're all in year 3, and
Yeah.
it's just sucking really badly.
It is.
We're all in year 3, but we're not all the same age, which really bothers
Isn't
me.
that
Yeah.
strange? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my second year 3. This is Chris's second year 3.
Yeah. That's
It's
kind
my
of sad,
fault.
but I mean, I've been at university 8 years of my life. I just
I
look
had a
back and think,
break.
what the hell?
I was at 3 years, had a break for 2, and then went back for 3.
Did you do a different course the first time around?
I did.
You did.
I did architectural technology. Then I went to work in architectural technology.
Didn't like it.
Figured out I hated architectural technology, so I restudied for architecture. What about you, Chris?
Did you have to do a new Hang on, did you have to like do a new degree for that?
Yeah.
What? They sound the same.
Well,
It sounds very similar.
yeah.
I'm sure it isn't, but
Well, the way it works is architects make pretty pictures and technologists make them reality. So, or if you're an architect, you can easily become a technologist because it's quite literally, here's a pretty drawing, make it work. But if you're a technologist, you have to learn to design, learn to be an artist, and it fucking sucks. But
Oh.
I don't regret it. I think I'm in a better position now than I was before I started the course, so I don't.
So will you end up with 2 degrees?
Yeah, I'm
So
pretty
you're-
employable.
You're literally in the same position I'm in then.
What about you, Diesel? Do you think you're going to enjoy your job when you finish?
so I'm hopefully gonna take a couple years out, at least one, maybe 2.
Travel.
One to travel, one
Yeah.
for to
Yeah.
do personal projects, kissing men and stuff.
Oh no, blush.
blush emoji. Wait, hang on.
So, I'm busy because uni, also work full time, also architecture channel, also doing a map for my book, which is taking an eternity, but I'm making progress. Here's
You know
a
what
little
though?
sneak
It
peek.
says a lot about us because we're all doing something quite productive. Like we're not sitting around on our arsehole. like-
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
busy playing games.
Yeah.
Although Starfield's pretty good, I'll be honest.
I was just about to
Baldur's
bring that
Gate
up,
is pretty good.
actually. Yeah. You know what? I was.
There's a
thinking
lot of
before,
good games at the moment.
This is one of the first years I'm genuinely excited sitting down playing games.
Do you know what? Same.
Yeah.
I've had such a good gaming year this year.
Guys, hypothetical podcast, right? Where we just do a regular podcast where we just have a conversation.
Yeah, right?
This is it, right?
Yeah,
I
this
know,
is it.
right?
Yeah.
I know,
Before we
right?
go any further, how did we solve the GIF issue? Are we just going to have a black screen that's going on right now? No. I went into Blender and I made a thing. And here's the thing on the screen now. Do you like it? So yeah, this GIF is just going to be playing in the background of the podcast now. For 2 reasons. We figured, A, it's a podcast. You're not meant to sit down and watch.
Which is something I said from the very start.
Diesel did say this, but for some reason we came with the idea of, hey, it'd be cool if we had like a GIF going on.
Yeah, we thought we were fancy.
Yeah, and then we realized that like you're not gonna sit here and watch this, so let's
Yeah,
just
maybe
have
because Dan's
yeah.
talking the whole time.
yeah, and just have a little fucking little gif, just so there's something fancy to look at.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, just gonna have a nice chill hypothetical today. Hypothetical. What if we made a podcast and talked?
Guys, what if we made an episode?
What if we made an episode hypothetically? I have a question that I want to ask.
Okay.
How much do you think about the Roman Empire?
I saw this meme and I relate to it so much. Like, even
Right?
subconsciously, it doesn't have to be, I'm thinking of a legion or like Caesar. I'm thinking of indirect consequence from the Roman Empire daily.
Yeah.
Man, bro walks through an archway and he's like, man, thank God for the Roman Empire, so I could have this archway.
Unironically, yes. I my new tattoo. I look
Crazy.
at it and I go, yeah, I can see how the Romans.
It's a nice tattoo,
Yeah.
actually.
I was so surprised that not that men think about it, that women don't think about it.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, I don't get it because I mean I kind of get it, but to the extent of which you guys are thinking about it, like no.
daily.
For me, it's
Oh,
like
mate.
for
Yeah.
me it's like once or twice a month.
I'm not joking.
No.
Daily.
Yeah. Genuinely.
I know guys have like loads of thoughts going through their heads, but
You would
the
have to play
Roman Empire is-
Coldplay, and I'm thinking of the Roman Empire, bro.
what?
You're gonna
Genuinely.
be
Why? Because of the music video.
Yeah.
like the Minecraft one.
Yeah. Captain Sparkle's not the same. I'm thinking of legions of armies invading North Africa.
I think there's three main reasons. I like history, I like architecture, and I'm Christian. And obviously Jesus is based in during the Roman Empire. So it's kind of impossible for me to not think about Rome.
Right.
Yeah.
I watched the podcast with one of my favorite historical YouTubers as a guest, and they were sort of analyzing like why you would think about the Roman Empire. I think I will get onto the controversial bit, but I think the first one is like most things that we have were invented initially by Rome. By the Romans.
What, like the TV and
TikTok.
Yeah, like TikTok.
I didn't know that. That must have been another Roman
Uh,
invention.
Well, like aqueducts, roads,
heating,
central heating, other
they
things.
didn't invent roads. They just made good roads.
I mean, I don't know anyone that was doing roads before them. I mean, I was there. I know. But yeah, they made a lot of shit, and their influence has lasted. I mean, Roman concrete's fucking amazing. I don't know if anyone gets as excited about it as I do, but it can set underwater. We can't do that today, and it can repair itself when it takes damage. Water fills the damage and causes the limestone crystals inside to expand and fill the gap. It's incredible.
crazy.
It repairs itself. That's mental.
Yeah.
We've only recently rediscovered some of the technology they use for it. It's just bonkers.
I think there's a longing for another imperial expansion. You know, I think that's what it is in men, especially.
It's the human condition. Men
yeah.
yearn for the,
I think it
the
is.
Roman conquest.
Where's the days of fighting for kings and queens on the battlefield or emperors? Do you know?
Well,
That's gone. It's gone.
Men yearn for a battle axe. That's all they want.
I
Yeah.
think because on this podcast they did talk about this, and I agree. I'm going to say it outright: toxic masculinity, but in the sense that it's not really toxic. It's just masculinity as a whole, where we sort of want that order. We want that like imperialistic, like everything's safe, secure. It's under like the barbarians are at the gates, you know, kind of thing, where it's like we're walled off, we're cultural, we're political, we're economical, everything's stable, we're secure. Like when men think of Rome, they think of Rome at the peak. They don't think of Rome in like the late 500s where it's all fallen apart into different factions and like the barbarians are ransacking the cities.
My favorite empire is the Byzantines.
Okay.
So you could argue that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
But you know, even stuff with football hooligans and all that. You know, you only have to mention like a football team and they go fucking crazy and want to cut your throat.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's like the legacy. Like they yearn for it, like you say.
And also like the camaraderie of like you could be a senator or you could be a politician or you could be, you know, a priest of various different gods or you could be a legionary. You know, there's that sort of like it feels like a male-centric fantasy model. You know.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see why women wouldn't think about it, because why the fuck would you think about it?
Yeah.
Like, I'll
Yeah,
be honest.
guys.
You have to wear togas. So that's pretty cool.
That's cool, yeah.
What do women think about?
I don't know what
Yeah.
they think about.
These, what do you think about on a daily basis?
I think about so many fucking things, bro. My mind is full of shit.
Yeah.
Give me a disturbing one.
Let me think.
On the spot.
On the
What's the
spot.
blackest thought you're thinking of right now?
Okay, right. I'm looking out my window
Yeah.
and I'm seeing the street I live on, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking, holy shit, Godzilla's foot is coming down. He's gonna crush my house. Oh my god. Oh no.
I mean, come on, guys. You have to fight a radioactive lizard. He's not gonna win. That's what I'm thinking of.
Monkey versus lizard. Who win?
He's gonna try his best, but you know.
But the lizard shoots lasers from its mouth. It's radioactive.
Yeah.
Monkey versus radioactive plutonium. Who wins?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that whole meme is very funny. I think.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only. I thought I was one of the only people. It turns out everyone.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Mostly.
No, not everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly,
It's,
yeah.
it's straight men. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, probably.
The toxic ones. The ones that must be eradicated.
Yeah.
Gay men are too busy thinking about.
Yeah, go on.
They're too busy
Cave
thinking.
expansion.
We have a load of like random hypotheticals that we've been sitting around for ages that we could talk about. I opened up my pins tab and the first one that pops up is "Our femboy's gay."
Didn't some
Interesting.
people recommend some stuff in the
Yeah.
disc? We could look at them.
Yeah. Take viewer suggestions. This could be a nice little every 10 episodes we do a
What
viewer
if?
suggestion
Yeah,
episode.
if you were not every 10 episodes, that's a nice
Okay.
number.
Well,
Yeah.
What if the world didn't run on money?
yeah. by
See,
design.
that's something I've always thought about, right?
Mhm.
When like say governments want to do big projects, like they want to, set up a dome on the moon that has like oxygen and like that sort of stuff, like big massive projects, and they say, oh, it would cost like $3 trillion. But what if it didn't? What if they were just like, yeah, we all want to work together towards this. Have all the resources you need. Have all the manpower you need. It's not going to
Yeah.
cost you anything.
The
like-
Roman Empire would. They'd do that.
Exactly.
They would work together on that.
Yeah, space travel. No, I when this particular viewer, his name at the moment I'm not going to mention.
Desire.
What?
Oh, okay. His name's Desire.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, on my server his name's OnlyFans.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Anyway, all right. When Desire mentioned
you're
this
getting
to-
called out.
Yeah, Desire asked me about this earlier, like on a voice call. He was asking like in specific relation to AI.
Hmm.
So like in the ideal world where AI was running everything and the world was automated, like would we still run off of
That just sounds like
economy?
communism.
Yeah. Shit.
That's
Yeah, it does.
I mean, as the argument goes, communism works on paper but not on practice.
Yeah.
Well, maybe go back to the bartering system, how it used to be. You know.
Yeah,
Bartering
guys.
Goods.
Yeah, bartering all my scav items, right?
Talk meme.
But that's why
Fuck
money
off.
was invented, because someone didn't have chickens to trade.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
an
What
IOU,
if,
wasn't it?
what if I trade my chicken for your sheep, but what
Well,
if you
you
don't
don't
want
know.
a chicken?
Yeah.
What if you
What
want a cow instead?
Yeah. Are you
Well-
going to give up this trade? No, you just
Yeah,
take
I
something
can't
that you
give
can...
you Mackie's mum.
Well-
Like,
The problem is, have you ever seen what it says on like a £1 note, like a £5 note? It says, "I
Yeah,
promise to
yeah.
pay the bearer of so and so," but then it sits in a bank, so you're sort of breaking your promise, aren't you? You know?
yeah, I mean, money just technically is a barter. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a thing of
Yeah.
value.
When I think about money too much, it makes me sad. My brain just
Yeah.
can't compute what
'Cause you're
goes
so
on.
poor.
But the machinations of
Broke
money. One of my right, I know this is a weird side note, but one of my favorite South Park episodes are when this like space criminal comes to Earth and leaves us with like intergalactic currency, and like us as Earthlings, we determine how much that currency is worth and then distribute it out between the nations and create like like a separate economy.
Like Bitcoin.
Interesting.
And so, and then it just leads to us all like having arguments over who has the most alien currency. And then, like, it turns out it was all a test by like the intergalactic government to see if we were worthy to join like the intergalactic community. But because we purposefully set this money to have value that we determined, which crippled like our economies and showed like the greed and humanity that we're not worthy. And I was just sat there. I was like, that is so people. We would do that. That's something we would do.
That's so us, guys.
It's so us.
It is so us. Yeah.
If we discovered a new element and we would just suddenly go, oh my god, this has an inherent value to it, and then get in fights about who can own it.
Because the point in money is you need to be incentivized. Because there is a select part of the population who will just do it for the good, the general good of humanity. But I think most people wouldn't. Most people need an incentive behind that money.
I always think that like this future with AI, it's just digital slavery. We're making slaves to do our slave work for us because we can't get people to do it anymore.
But isn't it just code? They're just code.
Yeah, but we're using computers for the job that slaves used to do.
So bring back the slaves, is that what you mean?
No, I'm just
Sorry.
I'm saying this future without money is like a problem we've invented in our own right just by inventing money as a concept. We invented money, which created the problem where we want to have a society without money, but to do so we need to spend money.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
On a side note, India is on the moon. How do we feel about that?
And he's on the move?
On the moon.
Oh, on the moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the first time they've ever had any success. People need to remember that. every other launch they've had has failed or they've lost it.
They beat Russia and America to the South Pole of the moon.
They also accidentally sent a missile to Pakistan and didn't almost start well.
Yeah, accidentally, yeah.
Yeah, because India, I think Russia tried to land on the South Pole the day before, but their thing crashed.
Technically, it was a landing, just a very hard one.
Yeah.
We're gonna have call centers soon from the moon.
Hello, I'm from the moon.
I'm calling from the moon.
I'm calling from the moon. Clean up nothing else.
Yeah, so a bit of a tangent. But have you guys seen the I'm just trying to think of relevant things we could talk about. Have you seen the McDonald's advert discourse that's been happening?
No. What?
So McDonald's Japan released this advert. It was beautiful artwork. A lot of people have probably seen it. And people, I don't know who, but people online are losing their shit about this advert.
What is it? What's it talking about? Like, I don't understand.
It's just displaying like a happy family enjoying some McDonald's.
I don't. Is that controversial?
Exactly. People are mad at it for some reason.
Wow.
And then
Wait, why are they mad?
It's because there's gingers in it.
I don't know.
Why are they mad? I don't. What...
I couldn't tell you. And then someone posted this where it was like McDonald's ads in Japan versus America.
Oh my. Wait, is that an actual McDonald's ad?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. No, a lot of it's not to do with the actual race or gingers or whatever. It's to do because they think it's encouraging Japanese people to have kids and have a family, and apparently that's a bad thing in Japan right now. They want to focus on a career, and they're getting pissed off that they're getting forced to have kids or something like that. Because they got like the lowest birth rate on the planet, behind South Korea or whatever.
I see.
So that makes more sense, I guess, but not really.
Yeah.
Oh no, a single child between two people. Oh.
Yeah.
What? Oh no.
Do you guys not think about that? Like, the world is actually running out of people. Like, even though the population of the planet's growing, like, we're on like this collapse right now. Most countries are on a demographic collapse. Do you ever think about that?
We're in a global declining population. It's
No, we are not.
We're not global.
You guys are massively incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go on.
Well, based on our global birth rate, we are projected to hit 10 billion people in like, what is it, 2050 or 2060, something like that.
No. I agree that it is growing, but fertility rates globally are declining and actually faster than predicted. So if you look at, for
Hmm.
example, Africa, it has the highest fertility rate. That has had the fastest collapse recently.
It's all the microplastics.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking more about the like. I think every country in Europe has a declining birth rate or a declining population now. I
Oh
think.
no, Britain and France and Ireland, like the only countries growing.
Oh
Apparently.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, like you look at countries like Russia, the Ukraine. They
Yeah.
already and Belarus. They already had declining birth rates, and then with the current conflict that's going on, like their population is, well, it's not looking good.
Did you know Britain is on course to have the biggest population in Europe? Did you know
Britain?
that? Yeah. Apparently overtake Germany in the next 20, 30 years.
Well, if we
Yeah.
keep
Really?
if we keep
Yeah.
running out of barges, we're gonna have to.
Because apparently the German population just collapsing.
Yeah, it's because Rwanda's full.
Yeah. They need a new country to send them to.
Yeah, we'll send them to. Oh, I'm not going to get too political here, but I'm pro migration. I don't. I'm actually pro illegal migration. I know that's
Really?
really controversial, but I know someone who lives in Bulgaria, and they were telling me how hard it is to get into the UK. Like some of the things that they have to achieve, I can't even achieve. Like you have to either have a certain income, you have to have already a job with certain hours and a working visa, or you have to have an education and all of that funded for you. It's absolutely crazy, the requirements to get into this country. So I can understand why people come here illegally.
Go somewhere else then.
Well,
That-
you should
that
take
like
it as
there's not
you should
many.
take it as a compliment that
Well,
people want to be here so much.
I'm on the same page as you. I'm actually not anti-immigration. I think it's important, especially highly skilled workers. However, that is a limit, and I think if it's mass migration where these people don't integrate and just cause more problems than they otherwise would, I don't think we should have them. I think they should fuck off. You know?
Integration is important.
Yeah, because all the time that doesn't work.
I think just this, like the declining birth rates in the West doesn't reflect in other countries. Like China has a massively growing population now.
It's also a collapsed birth rate as well. Do you think they've overestimated China's population by 100 million?
Oh really?
Yeah, you can look it up. China's got they've hid everything. So apparently they're just as bad as Japan.
I think it's interesting. Like the world has been for recent history, the world has been like pretty stable, and like I think we're in a time at the moment where it's changing a lot societally.
Yeah.
Anyway, like Poland is set to become the new economic powerhouse of Europe, which is crazy because for a long time Poland's had not a great
rough history.
Yeah, not a great going on. But they have the most infrastructure of any country, and their output is a lot, and they have some of the best military. It's insane.
You have to remember though that they're sort of owned by Germany, a lot of their industry. If you look at who actually owns,
well, not as much as they used to be, but
if you look at who owns Polish infrastructure, a lot of it's German companies.
Yeah, it's just it's very interesting. Like the whole balance of powers globally is changing. I think the West is no longer like the massive juggernaut it was, because you see like India they're doing really well. India's like they're doing great. Africa is starting to do pretty good if they can get along.
In what century? Century?
I blame colonialism for that one, but
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yes, let's just divide the land and just just give it to whoever. It makes sense.
I think we're slowly going back to like regional hegemonies. Do you know what I mean? Like the days of America controlling the planet, whether they choose to or not, like it's going away. So you've got like Turkey becoming a regional power, France becoming Poland, like you say. It's going back to how it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it's this change from globalism. We were really globalistic post-war. And we all came together, and now it's going back to nationalism, and it's weird. It's a weird change.
In some countries, because in this country, I think everyone's not asked.
No, we're nationalistic. God, we fucking left Europe.
Have you? Yeah, true, to a degree. But have you seen like the polls? Like, if there was a war, would you fight for your country? Have you seen? Have you seen the polls?
No one likes his country.
No,
apart from no one fucking likes his country. Why would we fight for it?
In every Western nation, if like in Europe, right? Minus Eastern Europe, it was like below 40%. Below,
Yeah.
below 50%, sorry.
I don't blame him.
In like Poland, there's like 80%, something like that.
Yeah, I don't blame him. No,
Hmm.
who would? Anyway, on to different topics. Okay, so this is something that I thought about the other day, and I don't know if it's going to make any sense because my brain thinks of really autistic things that don't really make sense to anyone. The other day, I thought of a way to explain my autism, but
Okay.
I'm not going to go into that right now because it's not really important. It's just an individual thing.
Oh,
But what I
thank you
was
for that.
thinking about was, I mean, I can explain it at the end as like an extended edition of the podcast. But anyway, what I was thinking about was people's faces. Do you ever see people that look very similar to other people, and you think, do they have, like, they can't be genetically related, but do you think that there are certain sets of genetics that could be categorized so we could actually put labels to types of faces? That would be really cool.
Well, yeah, there's already stuff like that with the like genuses of like noses and ear structures and.
Isn't that right? It's ethnic and racial lines, right?
Yeah, in a genetic sense, that's but like the combination of individual features into a face of two people that are not genetically related, like, do you think that we would put like names to those types of faces? Like, you know how some conditions will give people similar traits, like Down syndrome, fetal alcohol syndrome, and the syndrome that's named after a guy, the one that gives I can't remember it. Anyway, that sort of thing. Like, do you think we would put labels to people's faces that look alike and be like, okay, well, he's got this face, and this person's got this face, and she's got this face, and you could group people via their face category? I think that would be really cool.
I just don't see what the point of that would be.
I thought we'd do that, like Slavic faces, high cheekbones.
Well, you get
Africans,
racial
large
traits
noses.
for sure.
Yeah.
But you like, I mean, for me, like, if I can picture a stereotype. If I pictured like, I don't know, a ginger. You know, let's not go into this actually.
Do you mean like face shape? Is that what you mean?
I mean, like, so people can have like flat noses, wide noses. They can have high cheekbones. You know, they can have strong jawlines, but the combination of those facial traits to have a face that's similar to someone else's, despite you being different genetically, but having the same types of features, you could put them in categories. You could this is so autistic. I want to categorize
I
people's
just don't
faces.
see why. What's the point?
God.
It sounds very eugenics.
No, it's just an autistic thing where it's like, you want to categorize everything, and it's like, I think we could categorize people into like different facial groups. It's like,
I think there'd be too many.
There probably would be a lot.
Yeah.
But it would be
I
fun.
couldn't imagine.
To be like, you know how you can so for an example, you can categorize people's fingerprints to the different patterns.
Wait,
No two.
hang on. No, I've just realized we already have a way to do this.
Go on.
With the me character creator.
Oh, the me character creator. Yeah, for real.
Which face shape are you guys?
I'm like the upside down teardrop, I think. Actually, no, I'm probably quite square now. Actually, I've got a very oblong. I've got a very oblong head.
Yeah, I feel like you'd be like the long oval one.
Yeah,
I have a heart-shaped face.
I've got a huge forehead.
Chris would be a more shorter face, I think.
Yeah.
I have such a big forehead; it's insane.
Guys, let us know in the comments what face you would be on the me channel.
What me are you?
I don't know why that makes me laugh.
We? There is no we. But yeah, that's sort of like categorization of like, I think it's similar to fingerprints because like each fingerprint is unique, but there are some that look the same and you can categorize them. I think that's kind of the same as faces. Each face is unique. But
yeah, I think you're just rambling about something that's completely pointless.
Probably. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You just got roasted, bro.
All right. Do we have any other suggestions from fans?
Any other suggestions? Let's have a look.
From viewers, sorry, not fans. The
best way for world domination, if you're just an average Joe, What's the best way to work your way up in the world?
Now, is that something we should save for a separate episode, or
Maybe, yeah,
because
yeah,
that could be
Maybe.
a big topic?
That could
yeah.
be a bit.
I
big topic.
immediately know how I would do it, and
Yeah.
I think we should save that for a separate video.
Yeah.
Keep a lookout for that.
Good suggestion. That's a
Mm.
very good
Good
suggestion.
suggestion.
Make sure you subscribe with bell on, and you won't miss that.
Yeah.
Any others?
Let's see any others. Could penguins rule the world? Again? Well, I mean,
again,
is that a longer video?
no, I don't know what that
Nah.
means, to be honest. I mean, if you look at the penguins from the Madagascar films, yeah, 100%. If they're all
Oh,
like
actually,
that,
yeah, man.
oh my
That was
god.
such-
But then I've
Yeah.
seen the way they got munched on by elephant seals, and I think, no, not really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you know that penguins migrate?
Yeah.
Some penguins migrate.
Yeah, they go Africa. Go South Africa.
Yeah, they live in South Africa. That's
and
always crazy to
Argentina.
me.
Argentina has a lot of penguins, and they
And Madagascar as well.
Oh yeah, Madagascar.
And Chester Zoo. I've seen them there. They go
Do
Moscow
you
there.
know what? The penguins in London Zoo are really hyperactive. It was quite interesting. I wonder if it's like all the smog or drugs or knives.
Yeah. All the meth or whatever.
Yeah. London Zoo's a weird place. I went there recently, and they have a spider enclosure that is a walkthrough exhibit.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, that does not sound fun.
So you know how most zoos, when you walk into the spider bit, they have like glass like boxes and the spider's in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I was just walking and I wasn't really paying attention. I went through these sliding doors and it was just an empty room with a big tree in the middle. And I was like, the fuck? Where is this? And I look up and literally in front of my face on this massive web is this huge
Ooh.
tropical spider, like bright green. And I went,
That's amazing. I like
Yeah.
and I turn around and I realize I'm standing in the spider exhibit. I was like, oh my god. And there's like signs as you leave, like check your back for Klingons and shit like that.
Wait, you can walk in and like
you walk through it and you can like touch the spiders. Yeah, it's horrific. It scared the shit out of me. I froze. Like I actually froze.
Of course.
Anyway. So we are of the agreement that penguins could not rule the world.
Yeah.
Do you know who did rule the
probably
world?
not.
The Romans.
Coldplay.
The Roman
The
Empire.
Roman Empire.
Yes.
Coldplay used to rule the world.
Yeah. Viva la vida, which is Latin. Oh shit, the Romans.
The Romans, they spoke Latin.
Okay. Any other suggestions? Is there anything we want to talk about in regards to the podcast? I think we covered everything
I
that
think
we
we've
got
covered
going
them.
on.
We can, yeah.
And
Yeah,
we're now
yeah,
going to be
we-
able to
we
churn out
spoke about-
videos
yeah.
a lot quicker.
Yeah, I think so. I think this will solve a lot of the issues we had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long
You
as we're
know,
not.
there's something
busy.
nice about just being with a group of people talking.
Mm,
You know, it
Yeah.
feels quite nice. You know, even if you don't have a podcast or whatever, it's just nice having a little group of people and talking about random shit.
mhm.
Yeah.
You know?
I just love having a conversation.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure we all have like after the podcast, we'll normally sit here and we'll normally chat for ages, and it'll just
Yeah.
be about
yeah,
like
Chris will normally
anything.
go straight away, but I'll stay.
I stayed last time.
Yeah,
Mm.
Let's
it's
talk
weird.
up.
It's weird because we will all have like an hour spare, but we have such. It's so rare that we have an hour that correlates with with everyone.
That's so
With the
true,
three of us
yeah.
having a free hour between us,
Yeah.
so it's just difficult.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're all so busy. 'cause
So
we're
busy.
so popular and
So
stuff.
adult and stuff.
I have so many
Yeah.
friends, guys. I have
Okay,
so
yeah.
many friend requests.
I
right
don't.
now.
You
Send
told me to look in
send
the
me more.
pinned messages,
Yeah.
and the first one I see is just "Oh, Femboy's gay." Are we gonna tackle that?
Well, I
I'm
don't
not
think
sure.
they are, in my opinion.
Why not?
What you mean?
Because I.
You had a crush on one? Is that what you mean?
No, because I was I was watching a video recently.
Oh, okay.
This was before I quit watching those videos. Anyway, I was watching a video recently, and it took me like 10 minutes in before I realized it was a femboy.
Oh
Right.
no. You're gay. You're gay, bro. You're gay. You're gay.
Wait, so, yeah, femboys are gay.
Show the
I
video.
don't
for
see the
proof.
debate.
Put the video in the podcast.
Yeah, put the video in.
Oh god.
Were you enjoying it,
Well,
Banter?
yeah, I mean,
Were
I felt pretty feminine when I shaved my butt for the first time. But then I realized the benefits, like getting rid of dingleberries. Holy
Oh,
shit,
nightmare.
the benefits
nightmare.
are insane. And
Yeah.
like the other day, getting my tattoo, the artist shaved my arm, and that's the first time my arms have ever been shaved.
What's
And
the
I,
benefit of that?
well, I said to her, I was like, I felt very feminine. I've got a bald arm, and
Yeah.
like I said to her, I was like, you know, these are my like first hairs. Like you're shaving off my the only arm hairs I've ever known.
Hmm.
And she
What?
just responded with, I don't really know what to say to that. And I was like, yeah, I'm very autistic. Can you make yourself taller?
Shoes, right?
Shoes. What? Like, say you were, what are you, 5'2", Chris? You're 5'2", right?
I'm 5'2". Right, yeah. In a
How-
universe where Chris is 5'2".
But so you wanna be like this a normal height, like me.
Right.
How would you get to my height?
What, 5'3"? You, because you're only 5'3". You're small man.
Yeah. It's all
alright.
you though, yeah.
I would wear 110s like everyone else in Liverpool. That's what they wear. They wear shoes called 110s.
You want to wear high heels? It's crazy.
That's what they're like. They're basically like high heels for men. Yeah.
Huh. Like those was it Uggs that had a high heel built into them?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
They do. Yeah, that's what Drake
Yeah.
wore.
They just look appalling. You can like stretch your bones.
You can. I think there's a surgery, isn't there?
There is a surgery where you can remove part of your bone and like.
The thought of that would put me off of it.
Oh no, they cut your bone and then extend it, and then put like a titanium implant to hold them,
Ooh.
and then your bone will grow back around it.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know.
That makes me sick to think about.
Or like one of those medieval racks, you know, and they just
Oh, yeah.
stretch you until like all your joints come undone and you get longer.
Mm.
I read that in the best time to measure your height is when you wake up in the morning, because that's the time where your spine is least compressed by gravity, and you're
heard that, yeah.
something like half an inch to an inch taller in the mornings.
What?
Because you haven't been pulled down by gravity all day.
Can we talk about overrated accents?
Okay.
Can we talk about that?
Overrated accents.
Like,
What's the hypothetical here?
People go crazy over Irish, right?
Oh,
I
God.
can't
Yeah.
stand it. I cannot stand the Republic of Ireland accent. Northern Ireland, fine. But the Republic, I hate it. I absolutely can't stand it.
I have family who are Irish gypsies, and they are incoherent. I have to make them slow down so I can understand what they're saying. They're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, that's the thing.
What you just say to me?"
Yeah.
I think the French accent terrible.
Yeah, the French
yeah.
accent is not.
I like
Not yet.
Spanish.
I think, in terms of if we're talking overrated, I think the Australian accent,
Yes.
because
Mm,
I think it's good, right? I just don't think it's as supremely amazing as everyone makes it out to be.
I think Australian slang is really fun. Like the way they say their words, I just think it's really cool.
I think it just sounds British, just a bit spicier, like a bit cockney, you know?
Yeah. I think
Oh.
I made a right tit of myself the other day. This person
What?
from work was talking to me. I thought she was Russian, and
Okay.
and she was like, "Oh, I'm Christian." I was like, "Oh, what, you like Orthodox?" And she's like, "No, Catholic." I was like, "The Catholics in Russia?" And she went, "What?" I'm like, "You're Russian." She's like, "I'm
What was she?
Italian." I was like, "Oh my god,
Oh,
man."
you
Italian?
idiot!
Do
How'd
you
you
know
get that
what?
mixed
I made the same mistake when I was skiing. These guys was talking next to me, and I lean across and I was like, "Where are you guys from?" And they're like, "Oh, we're from Italy." I was like, "Oh, but you speak Hebrew." I'm like, "What?" Talking
What?
Italian, mate.
What the hell? Why would you say that?
I
Why-
thought
why
they were
would you
talking
say that?
Hebrew. I thought they were from like Jerusalem or something, and like they were going on
Very
a
low
holiday
likelihood
skiing.
of that.
Oh god,
You are autistic.
I'm a
you
social mess. I really am.
are.
I can't identify the Italian accent. I just can't do it.
Mm.
I like my favorites are Eastern European accents. I think they're sexy.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes, bro.
that's 'cause your
love it,
girlfriend,
bro.
though. Your
Love
girlfriend's
the
whatever.
Eastern European voice, guys.
Isn't she Polish?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go then. There you
Yeah.
go, biased.
Biased opinion. Any accents that you find sexy, guys? Scouser!
Don't fucking start. I like a Texan accent on a girl. I think that sounds.
Texan.
Yeah,
Mm,
I just think
Gross.
it sounds like Texan drawl. I think that sounds or like Virginian. I just think it sounds amazing.
That's controversial, but
Why?
I'll be.
Why?
Hey y'all, how's it going?
I think that's hot, bro. Dude, it's so out there.
What about you, Diesel?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really think about it. I think for a singer, I think like a southern, you have some southern twang.
So, yeah, same with
Always
me.
sounds great. Like Virginia, like you say.
Yeah.
Virginia's a good one.
Like Essex accent's vile. Ugh.
Yeah, mate.
Maybe northern
As soon as you go east of London, the jaw just seems to go a bit wider and stuff, mate.
Oh, I love where's it going, innit? It's like, I was watching Towie the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shut
maybe
up,
then.
you rasta clut.
Hmm.
Jamaican accents, they're hot.
Oh, I don't like them.
Oh,
Be
no,
a gun.
I'm a big fan.
Be a
I'm a
gun.
big fan of a Jamaican.
I think South African is funny. I
Yeah.
like South African.
It sounds like it shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
It's just so odd.
Off Afrikaans.
Like Zulu.
Yeah, like that
I like the Zulu accent.
Dutch hybrid, yeah. I think we can all agree that like upper class white girl is just dreadful. Rah,
Yeah.
where's my back here?
Yeah,
Rah.
that's just
we don't have them up here.
that's just like Surrey and
yeah.
basically it.
Oxford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oxford.
The best accent I ever heard in the UK was Herefordshire.
I've
Right.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Yeah,
That's just south
yeah,
of you, isn't it?
yeah. I think so. Oh no, sorry, Hereford. Yeah, is that in Herefordshire?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't even tell you. I can't even replicate it. But this girl had it, and it was just it was amazing.
I kind of like Welsh. Not
From the valley, the vale.
the valley.
Aye, Cardiff. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. One of my best friends is from Wales.
So another podcast one. Another of our mini topics. How many bees would it take to kill you? Hypothetically. One? Oh, fuck.
It can
Yeah, I
It
suppose.
can take you. Well, yeah. It can,
Yeah, if you're allergic.
Yeah, you fucked.
But I'm not allergic, so
You,
I'm
you
building.
can
mean-
develop it. You can develop it.
If it's just stinging you, I mean, surely someone's died to bee stings, right?
I'd say like 100 could probably kill you. Like,
yeah,
I've been
100.
shot by paintballs, and like after about 10, you really start like you go into like an adrenaline, like you go into shock. You can't really function properly.
Hmm.
And I
Really.
feel like if 100 bees would surely be more than 10 paintballs equivalent. In my opinion, I don't really want to test it. I'll be honest.
You ever
Yeah.
been stung by a bee?
I have once. in
I
the
think
hospital.
I have once because I accidentally stood on one,
Yeah, I stood on one.
but I don't know whether that was me or like my sister.
Honestly,
Mm.
it didn't feel that bad. I didn't really make a big deal out of it. I was like,
Oh, I don't like them at all. It doesn't stop. The pain doesn't stop
I think
that's what I hate
stinging
about
nails
it.
are worse, honestly.
because they make bumps. There's all little bump things.
Oh, it's like little
Yeah.
bits of glass that break off in your skin. It's gross.
I had a tutor, and he was a hardcore atheist, right? And he said there was always one thing that always mystified him and made him believe in a god. And he said stinging nettles. I was like, why? And he says the stinging part is a trichome, and it's an injector needle. It's like a syringe, and
Yeah.
it syringes you with this sort of like poison. And he just said like he doesn't see evolutionary how that could just randomly happen. He says that's the only way he sees creative, intelligent design. That's from a hardcore atheist, and I was quite fascinated by that.
I thought you were gonna say
That
like.
was
I
interesting.
thought you were gonna say bees are not my god. I reckon if a bee like stung you directly in the heart, you'd die.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like if you're having open heart surgery and like a bee got into the room,
Yeah.
or like open
think-
brain surgery and a bee stung
Well,
you in the brain.
If anything stung your heart while you had an open heart surgery, man, you're probably dead.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
What I really enjoy seeing is those videos of bees ganging up on like hornets and wasps.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
They like
Yeah,
climb
love-
on them and take them down.
Love that
Yeah.
shit, man.
Yeah,
I'm all for the bees, bro.
it's
We
like
need more.
it's like Black Friday in Westfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, bees. I've been stung by a bee once. It wasn't that bad. I think it's kind of weird how it only not only I think it's only honeybees that their stinger detaches. All other bees they remain.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Little
that-
bee
that-
fact for you.
that's true. Yeah.
Did you know by
Interesting.
all laws of aerodynamics, a bee?
Nice.
This guy's seen B movie.
What movie?
B movie.
Who's
Barry
who's-
B. Benson.
Oh,
You never saw that?
No, I was making a joke. B movie is like a
Aw.
bad movie. Anyway,
Hey.
no, like that's what you call like shit movies, like B movies,
I guess.
B reels, not like the
Uh,
app. Fuck. You know what?
You
Capitalism.
terrible joke.
And I found out that only a very small fraction of wasps possess stings.
What do you mean?
Most wasps do not have a sting.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
Google
And
Google
wasps, on average, pollinate way more than bees do.
I think that's half true.
Mm.
Because what it is male wasps can't sting,
Mhm.
but all female wasps can sting.
You sure?
Yeah.
I mean, I had a wasp come in my room recently, which is a wasp I've never seen before. It was called like a, I don't remember the name of it, but it looked like a crane fly, but bright red. And I was like,
Okay.
I've never seen that before. And turns out it's a type of wasp. It doesn't have a sting. Most wasps don't have a sting. Interesting.
Yeah. You can get parasitic wasps as well, tiny ones.
I eat them.
Yeah, I bet you do.
How many
Trying to
bees
get
can
a
kill
sweet-
you? No, it's how many bees I can kill.
Trying to get the sweet bugs, aren't they? That's the thing, though.
Yeah, the bees got to watch out for me. I'm going to sting them with a knife. Stab them. Stab them right to the fucking thorax.
Maybe the bees are autistic.
Maybe the
Maybe that's
bees. Maybe bees like stinging people. They do it for fun.
Maybe they do.
I like this one from Diesel. You can prevent one international tragedy with a time machine. Which one?
Oh.
Wait, when did I say that?
The 25th of January.
Oh, okay, a while ago.
Tragedy.
Honestly, I'm tempted to say Pompeii
George
eruption.
Floyd.
I don't think anyone would believe you in Pompeii. I feel like
What do you mean?
because most of them, like, Pompeii wasn't a sudden thing. Pompeii had like 5 eruptions before like the city got destroyed. Or like, sorry, Mount
It'd just be
Vesuvius
like,
had 5 eruptions, and like the ground was shaking all the time, and
what
everyone
if
was
I
like, "No, this is
just,
fine."
what if I just dressed up as like Caesar and I was like, guys, we need to invade Persia. Everyone leave.
I would make it so Archduke Franz Ferdinand doesn't get assassinated.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
But I think the First World War was inevitable at that
To a
point.
degree. To a degree, yeah. Yeah.
Let's
Diesel,
think.
did you just think of the Roman Empire?
You did. Confirmed.
I'm trying to think. Is there an assassination I would stop? I mean, you know, the clear and obvious one is 9/11, but
Yeah, but that's boring.
Do you think
Small.
one? I don't think I could do that on my own.
No,
either, to be honest.
one time machine. Say you can only time jump once. You wouldn't be able to stop it, I don't think.
Yeah.
Can you go in the future?
Yeah, and well, what would you stop in the future? What tragedy would you stop in the future?
I'd go
Chris?
to I'd go in the future where they've got more time machines, and then I'd be okay.
Right. Okay.
But you can only time jump. Oh shit! Wait, no.
Hmm.
The
Doctor
moment you
Who.
time jump back, you're stuck.
Bro, it's like the plot of Doctor Who. It doesn't make sense. Like, just
yeah.
go back, keep going back until you don't die or whatever. Like, it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Well, that it creates a fixed point in time.
Well,
And the
just make
timey
another one.
wimey, whatever he says, the
Yeah,
carpet
well,
of space time.
He's a woman, so shut up.
He's not anymore. He's a
He's a
black
gay
man.
black man now.
Yeah. He was actually a really
Oh,
good actor. He was in the Barbie movie, and it was fun.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can't make up, can you?
But
I'm still trying to think of what I would stop.
I mean,
You wouldn't stop anything.
I
would
just
you?
think that's crazy about Vesuvius. It erupted like I think it was 5 times before Pompeii was destroyed, and everyone was just like, "No, let's chill."
I didn't know that actually.
Chill.
No, I
They
didn't
were
know that.
having like proper like earthquakes, like a lot before the eruption, and everyone was like, "Yeah, it's normal."
Really?
Yeah, tragedy that I would
Yeah,
stop.
I think I would just go back in time and kill that Austrian. You know.
Oh,
As
you
a-
would.
when he was a baby.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Or you could just like push him over the top in one of the trenches.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Do a Lucy Letby and inject him with air.
do the trolley problem with him. I'm thinking I would probably stop MLK getting killed.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I think he would just do more benefits if he was alive.
I don't even know why he was assassinated.
He was too controversial.
Wasn't he like a general good guy?
Yeah.
No, I
Well,
know what I would do. I
Oh.
know what I would do now. I would
Okay.
Tell Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper and Richie Valens not to get on that plane.
Valid.
That's what I would do.
Who?
Buddy Holly. Do you not know Buddy Holly?
No.
You
I
make
can't remember.
music.
Bolly Holly or Holly
Buddy
Bolly?
Holly.
Oh, Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly.
Hurry. Huh.
Buddy Holly. What a funny name. Oh, he died in a plane crash today.
Oh, I know what I would stop.
What?
I would save Emperor Aurelian
Why?
from assassination
Why?
because he was reunifying the Roman Empire and he would have prevented the collapse. He would have prevented the collapse.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we wouldn't have to think about Rome because we would be part of it. And then we wouldn't have this
Nice.
stupid TikTok train. In fact, we probably wouldn't have TikTok because everyone would
Yeah.
have like a united
Have
like
battle
mindset.
axes.
Yeah.
We'd all be building Roman roads. That's what we'd all be
We'd all-
doing right now.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? We just want to build roads and we want to be
Yes.
industrious. We want to
But-
make stuff.
What does every society have in common? They have roads. They have
Yeah.
roads. They
We
want to
want
build more roads.
we want to be part of mega projects.
Yeah.
But I think that's what's rewarding about ancient Rome
Roads.
is that whatever job you had, you were respected for it.
I would kill Sultan Mehmed II
I
of the
would stop
Ottoman Empire.
Jesus dying. My final thoughts. Why did we invent gravity? It's done
Yeah.
nothing but hold us down,
As you need,
literally.
bro. Sick of them. Sick of them.
Honestly, this guy, whoever this Newton guy is his real name, named after a unit of force, my bottom. Honestly, this guy comes along, he starts holding everyone down. Do you know what? We'd be able to jump to the moon. We wouldn't even need India's rockets.
Yeah. Freak those Indian rockets, bro.
Yeah, this is stupid. I don't know why they invented that thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it keeps us in one place, but that's not a good thing. I don't want.
No. I want the
stay here.
solar system collapsing. I want it all to go right
Yeah.
now. Get rid of gravity.
We all
Why
know
do we have
that-
to orbit the sun?
We all know that. Yeah, no, the sun orbits us.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
We're the center of the universe.
Yeah. Suddenly went back to the Greek civilization, have we now? Is that what we're doing?
I'm not saying the world's flat, but like I don't know. I can't see a curve. Can you? Does anyone have any other topics they want to cover? Or
I
save it
got
until-
high. I got high today off paint sealants, and I feel very strange. That's all I
Nice.
have to input.
Very nice.
What
Yeah.
was the high like? Was it just like did your brain
It's-
go fuzzy? Did you get like static on your brain?
I feel like I'm in a cloud, but not a very nice cloud. A very horrible looking cloud.
Chlorine gas.
Yeah, a mustard gas filled cloud. That's what it feels like.
I feel like I'm in the trenches.
Yeah.
So, did you intentionally huff sealant?
No, I've just
No.
been painting for like an hour, and then it all happened at once. And now I see demons, bro. I've got schizophrenia now.
Who said that?
So. We're not in a
that?
podcast.
There's not even a podcast going on. You're talking to yourself right now. Chris, wake up. Chris, wake up. There are bugs under your skin. Can you feel them crawling, itching? Wake up. I have a recent news thing that could be fun for a separate episode.
Mhm.
You know how America and the UK both in the same week had prison escapes?
Oh, yeah.
No.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
So
got my
one guy literally crab walked up a wall and out of the prison.
Right.
So he got between two walls.
Wait, are you talking about Daniel Khalif?
No, he's the one in this country who escaped
Yeah.
from underneath underneath a
Yeah,
catering
but are
lorry.
you talking about Daniel Khalif?
Yeah,
as
he's
the
one
UK
of them.
example.
Yeah,
Right,
he's
okay.
he's a UK one.
Didn't hear about the US one.
And then in America, this murderer, he literally just got between two walls and just crab walked between them and went up and onto the roof and then just escaped.
Damn.
So I think we should do a different podcast episode on how we would escape prison.
How to escape prison. That's a
I
great
think
idea.
that'll be really funny. I've played Prison Architect. I know a thing or two. Oh, for God's sake, India.
What?
They can't reawaken their space rover.
Oh,
You landed. But yeah,
God's
fucked it
sake,
up.
guys.
Couldn't even cook a curry. God, India.
Have you heard that they're doing a Squid Games game show
Really?
on Netflix? Yeah.
Oh,
think
if
they
it's
announced
hosted
it
by Mr.
today.
Beast, that'd be so good.
They're just doing Squid Games, but like
But we're literally
there's
killing
no
people
death.
on Netflix. Ah.
Well, that's the thing. Well, I saw a tweet that was jokingly like, you realize how shit and boring the games are when there's no life and death stakes and deep narrative.
Yeah. We should actively kidnap people.
Mm, yeah, I feel like that would flop, but I also am not sure.
So we will have the next podcast episode out soon because it's already recorded. We were just waiting for the gift to be done, but we've got a new one. And
Oh, yeah.
hopefully you've been enjoying watching it pulse on your screen like a throbbing
PP.
Thank you for watching the Hyperthetical Podcast, episode 10. We have 11 more episodes until we have reached our goal. I think it'll be a nice little thing every 10 episodes to do like a little break and do our smaller topics and just have like a more podcasty episode. So we'll try and do that.
Yeah.
Next episode, can we survive a plane crash? That should be fun.
Mm.
But we know it's fun. We've already done it. But
Yeah. And the
you have
episode after, 3 new hosts are joining.
three new hosts.
We all died.
Yeah, we all died. Next year, episode next year. Oh, it's coming up to Christmas. We should probably start on the next Christmas episode.
Any ideas for the Christmas episode? Let us know.
Yeah, let's try and think of some stuff. What if Christmas lasted all year?
Yes.
What if it was Christmas every day?
That's a great one. Yeah, we should totally do that. Thank you very much for watching. We are on Spotify, Discord link in the description, and Spotify link also in the description. If you want to support us, then please join and leave some comments on what you think we should talk about. If you have a topic that we like and you want to come on the podcast, by all means, you are welcome to. We are open to guests, and it'll be fun just to have your perspectives, as long as you are good at conversation. So, anything else?
Ta-ra, ta-ra.
Yeah. Toodle pip.
All right. See you later.
Mwah.